No views. Yay! So my 59th video just went up on YouTube. I started my channel back on March 9th of this year, and since then I've been pretty consistent about, first I was posting 3 times a week, and then I went down to 2 times a week. 2 times a week is still a pretty decent amount of work. 3 times a week was getting brutal. But I really love the process. I love filming, I love editing, I really love editing. I even like making the thumbnails. Like, all parts of this are just really enjoyable for me. In comparison, let's look at my Instagram. My last post on Instagram was July 7th, and it was just to promote one of my YouTube videos. As you can see, most of the posts were just YouTube promotion. I don't really take a lot of actual Instagram photos, I guess. Yeah, this one was about my YouTube video. This one was about an event I did. Remember doing things like outside of home? I ran a half marathon in February. Remember doing things? Anyway, I'm terrible at Instagram, and it's not just that I'm terrible at it, but I just don't enjoy it. I was on a panel once a couple years ago where the panel was supposed to be about branding and social media for authors, which I thought it was hilarious that I was on it because I'm so bad at it. And I talked about how even just opening Instagram is like, if you ever played Sims, and you know how your Sims happiness level like drops as you make them sweep or clean the toilet or whatever, that's me. That's me on social media. I just hate it. And it doesn't matter that I follow, you know, people I like. Mostly I follow dogs. But being on Instagram just makes me tired and sad. And I'm not even gonna get into Facebook and Twitter because I left those 2 platforms years ago and have 0 regrets. But anyway, I was talking to a good friend of mine a few weeks ago about why does Instagram, both using it and then just being on it, to us at least, feel so tiring. And it's definitely tied into self-promotion and the type of self-promotion we're expected to do as authors. And I think this holds true whether you're self-published or traditionally published. I know self-published authors have to hustle, and social media is the best way for them to get the word out about their books. And with traditional publishing, if we're being honest, publishers want authors to have big platforms, preferably before they even get a book deal. I don't want to make my life look like a magazine spread, and I don't know how. I'm not that good of a photographer, and I'm just not interested in putting in the effort. Now this is all about me and my personal preferences. This is not to knock the authors and other people out there who are using Instagram in this way. I mean, it's a skill and I admire it. It's just I don't enjoy it. And I understand that there's some irony there because, you know, I dress up a little bit for my instructional videos that I post every Monday, and I make sure my apartment looks kind of decent in the background, and obviously there's tons and tons of editing involved, just as much, if not way more so, than you would do to an Instagram photo anyway. I mean, it's all fake. It's all fake. But I think part of it is why I started my YouTube channel, which I don't think I've ever really talked about before. I did not start my channel to promote my books. I genuinely didn't, because my books are, almost all of them are middle grade, and y'all aren't my target audience. And I wanted to make writing workshop videos, and I knew that was never going to be aimed at kids. That was never going to be aimed at my readers. The reason I started it, now you saw that my first video went up on March 9th. So this all really coincided with COVID and quarantine, at least where I live in Texas. But I had been planning on starting the channel and preparing for it really before that all started to snowball. So I didn't know that was coming. It was because after living in New York for 7 years, where I taught creative writing workshops several times a week, I moved to Dallas, where I grew up, and I haven't been teaching here. I've done some school visits, but I just really missed writing workshops, and I hadn't taught in months, and I missed it. And starting a YouTube channel looked really fun, and again, I had no social media presence, and I was like, well, I know YouTube isn't technically social media, but in the eyes of publishers, I mean, it definitely counts as a platform, and maybe I can make videos because I've definitely taught enough writing workshops that I have a ton of material to go through. And then quarantine started, and it was like a saving grace. I mean, it was making these videos was like giving me a reason to not wear pajamas all day and not lay in bed all day. It was giving me something to focus on instead of like falling down a news spiral every day. When I joined Instagram, I think in 2017, I was kind of bowing to very light pressure from one of my publishers. They were like, you should just be present on at least one platform. Readers like knowing they can blah, blah, blah. You guys have heard all this before. And I joined it, and yeah, like I was saying, it never clicked with me, and I'll be on there for weeks and I'll do a good job of posting regularly, and then I'll just fall off and I won't check it for months. And I just I can't seem to like really commit to it. And again, it all comes down to that sim thing. Like my happiness level just drains every time I open it. I don't know what it is. If you guys have any ideas, tell me. Today, the day that I'm filming this, it's Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, is when I film my Monday videos, and those are always instructional, like writing workshop or traditional publishing talk videos, and I script those. So I script them, and then I film them, and then I edit them, and that takes my entire Saturday. And I'm gonna try a little experiment. I am going to get B-roll footage of this entire process, scripting the video, which actually I'm going to do later today. I'm gonna do on Friday, and then tomorrow morning getting up, setting up my whole thing. And speaking of fake, like I have a backdrop specifically for my workshop videos. I have these professional studio lights. I have a really nice camera. Like, guys, it's a lot of work. I don't know why I can't do this to take a picture for Instagram, but I'll happily do it to make a video. I don't know. This is a total mystery for me. But this is everything that I do to make one YouTube video. The actual filming, thanks to my scripts, filming usually only takes me about half an hour, but editing, depending on the video, editing will often take several hours because it involves, you know, not just cutting everything down and adding music and some sound effects, but I also use Canva to make a lot of overlays and things like that. Also, for this particular video that's going up on Monday, I'm planning on creating another free downloadable PDF to go with it that will go up on my website, so that's gonna take a little bit of work as well. It's so much work, but I love doing it so much. And I don't know, the other thing is that as far as being on YouTube goes and watching the other videos from authors on there, watching your videos, some of you, I enjoy that and find it inspiring and uplifting and encouraging. I like watching other writers work and talk about their process. Something about it just feels very honest and open to me. At least maybe it's just because I'm following the right people. I don't know. For some reason, Instagram is the opposite for me. When I see my fellow authors posting, the self-promotion is fine. That doesn't bother me at all. Like, we all got to do it, and I'm happy to support them. It's the writer's life on there. The writing. This is what it's like being an author. And you know the kind of photos I'm talking about and the kind of captions I'm talking about. It's glamorizing things a little bit. It's a little misleading. And I don't know, something about it deflates me. I never close Instagram feeling the way I do when I watch videos on YouTube by authors and other writers. That's just how it is. I would love to know if you have the same experience with this, and why is it that YouTube is so much more fun than any other type of social media? Oh hey, it's the first comment on that vlog, and Hannah is kind of summing up what I'm talking about in this vlog. The bad times of being a writer. I think people often think being a writer is this glamorous work from home job where you sit in your study with your cigar, scotch, and a tweed jacket, and everything that comes out of you is pure gold. Hannah, that comment is pure gold. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's the vibe I get on Instagram sometimes. Anyway, I overextended myself just a little bit in September, and I have just a whole lot of deadlines. Like, more things have popped up even since that last vlog that I posted about all my deadlines. And hilariously, I feel like I need to get a lot of it out of the way before September 1st because that's when the Milwordy thing starts. So yes, I have to get writing done before the million word challenge starts. That is logic, right? Anyway, I made a spreadsheet. So this is pretty basic compared to a lot of the spreadsheets I've seen others posting, and maybe I will figure out that I need to get a little more detailed with this as I go. But I do have day 1 ready to go, September 1st, Tuesday. This is where I'll write the book or project that I'm working on. I put the stages here. I'm going to include brainstorming, outlining, zero drafting, first drafting, and rewriting. And here will be the word count. I'm going to keep notes on just my thoughts on how the writing went that day, and then I'm going to keep the total running down here. Quick clip from the future, or I guess the past from when I post this vlog, but like the future from when I was filming the thing that you just watched. Anyway, it's September 1st, which means Milwordy has officially started for me, and I think for almost everyone else who's doing it. I started working at about 8:30 this morning. It's now almost 10, and I've gotten 1,486 words of a zero draft for a ghostwriting project that is due October 1st. Good start, woo! So now it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm gonna join the live stream and see how much more I can get done today. Yay! Got my water, got my cold brew, got my outline, got my document, got my fall ambiance, because, you know, it's September 1st and Texas doesn't know it yet, and it's still like 1,000,000,000 degrees here with 1,000% humidity. So we're gonna pretend it's fall.
Select it in. If you're doing a half Milwordy, if you're doing a quarter Milwordy.
So much autumn. I also now have a companion. Hi. Keeping me company. It's me.
Then in a day, I'm not counting.
Something else that I'm thinking about adding is markers for every 3 months. I kind of want to see if I can hit that 250,000 word marker every 3 months, just to make sure that I'm on track. I'm sure it's gonna like waver a little bit. Some months are obviously going to be better than others, but if you watched last week's video, you'll know that I calculated that this last year, between last September and this September, I wrote a total of 268,000 words. So quadrupling the word count in 1 year is like a little stressful sounding to me. And I don't know, I'm hoping that if I hit these smaller milestones leading up to the million, then it'll keep me motivated. Or at least if I'm gonna fail, I will know within the first 3 months. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this vlog. I would love to hear from you on your thoughts about self-promoting on social media in general, especially versus YouTube, and if you enjoy one more than the other, and why is it that the thing that takes so much more work is so much more fun? If you're an author tuber, if you have a channel, I would love to hear about how you feel about it in comparison to any of the social media stuff that you do. Do you enjoy AuthorTube better? Do you find it to be a chore? I just realized I did not include a dog. This must be corrected. Hey you! Are you spying on the courtyard again? Are you spying on the courtyard again? Hi! Hi! It's really hard to get us both in the shot. Oh my god. That's it for this video. She's standing up and now her ass is in my face. Okay. There she goes. I guess we're gonna go now. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Have a great week. Bye.